righteous in God. I'll be honest where I'm at. Um, Coming to terms with the consequences of my actions, coming to terms with the consequences of my inconsistency, coming to terms with the consequences of me, of the lack of me dealing with mental health. And, I've come to the point where I accept my consequences, I accept being held accountable, and I'm ready to move forward in my journey. And that's me being transparent. Uh, what brings upon this is I was just walking around in my room, same room I'm in right now, and I remember Eli in First Samuel, who is the seer, wise counsel, prophet, whatever you want to call him, that raised Samuel, the prophet. The prophet Samuel is the one that anointed Saul and King David. But I remember Eli saying, I couldn't remember exactly what he said. I just remember Eli saying, let the Lord do his best, or let the Lord do his will." And then what it actually says here, First Samuel chapter 3, verse 18, it says, "For Samuel told Eli everything. He didn't hold anything back. It is the Lord's will," Eli replied. "Let him do what he thinks best." "It is the Lord's will," Eli replied. "Let him do what he thinks best." This is Eli's response to God's rebuke to Eli through Samuel. Um, Eli was not a good steward of his children. He was not a good steward of his territory. His sons were wicked. That he placed his sons in a temple, um, and they were wicked. They were like having sex with the woman and taking the sacrifice offering meat, and they were just being wicked, supposed to be religious leaders. And Samuel didn't deal with not Samuel, Eli didn't deal with him. And God told Eli, "I'm going to deal with you in your house because you did not deal with your sons." Um, I give Eli kudos that when he got the word from uh Samuel, he didn't bark at Samuel. He didn't yell at Samuel. He didn't, discipline Samuel or be harsh with him. He said, "It is the Lord. Let him do what is best." And in that same breath, we need to say that same thing. We need to be active and being stewards over our families, over our children, over our marriages, because the truth is being lack of accountable, being lack of hands-on, being lack of doing our due diligence to oversee and cover the things that we have been called to cover, it can cause us to lose those things. And it's hurtful and as saddening as that is, and as much grief as we may carry because of this, we must understand that the Lord's will is always best. The Lord doing what is best is always best for us, even if it is consequences to our actions, because the Bible doesn't contradict itself. Romans 8 and 28 says, "All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and called according to his will." The Bible also says that those who love the Lord do his will. And there's consequences to being disobedient and not doing his will. But with that being said, it's always an opportunity to get right with the Lord. So in my case, in your case, in everybody's case, whether it's you're being tested like Job or it's consequences of your action like David, it is the Lord. Let him do what he thinks is best. That's all I got. God bless y'all.